The Gauteng Department of Economic Development and Takealot have joined forces to address the local job crisis and stimulate growth for small businesses. That's as they partnered in a 150 million rand deal to bring the township businesses into the growing digital market economy. Our reporter Leng Lechela attended the launch and caught up with Takealot CEO Fred Zietsman and started off by asking him to unpack the company's role in the initiative.
So Takealot's role, firstly, thank you for having me. Takealot's role is, if you think about the digital economy, it's scalable, it's got a lot of reach, but townships are confined into itself. I think Takealot's role is to bring reach and scale into the township with the opportunities that a national platform like our marketplace offers. The same for Mr. D. Mr. D brings accessibility of on-demand food delivery to the township.
So I guess it goes hand in hand with the Gauteng provincial's plans to just boost that township economy. But I want to know, how will you go about reach and gaining access to the businesses within the township?
So I think today we already have sufficient, or a lot rather, SMEs transacting in our marketplace. So we've honed in our skills to get access to small SMEs. We've got marketing material, we've got you can go to our website, apply to be a seller on our platform. The same goes for Mr. D. So there is the hyper localization of our existing models into the township. But one of the initiatives that's really new and innovative is our personal shopper initiative. What this does, it allows anyone in the township with some social capital and a community base to start earning income through becoming a personal shopper for your community and your members in the township. That for me is an exciting initiative that we launched today.
So, we talk about the support for SMMEs as well as just job creation. I want us to get into the numbers of it all, right? So how many jobs are we looking at creating through the initiative?
So we set ourselves the goal through all 6 of the initiatives. Some of them lean them more towards job creation, the other more around entrepreneurship and building bigger businesses. But we believe that in the next 5 years we can add incremental 20,000 jobs to the townships in Gauteng, especially if you think about the enablement of the personal shopper program and the marketplace seller program.
Are these then jobs that are sustainable? Because we're looking at it from kind of like a part-time kind of job. You did mention there it's more of tapping into that hustler kind of economy.
The marketplace model is very scalable. We see today on our platform already that SMEs employ more people as they succeed on our platform. So it's again following that same model where the township entrepreneur and the SME will over time start creating more jobs. So yes, it is sustainable. The hustle side of it is the personal shopper side. That's where you need to be flexible, allow people to supplement their income in a considerable way, where the commissions that they earn is uncapped. They are the captain of their own ship. So that becomes your own business per se, because you own your own customer, you create a customer base that you service. So both of these are sustainable, but they are different.
Now, as I understand, this is like the first leg of the initiative. Are we looking at targeting townships outside of Gauteng?
So this is a groundbreaking partnership with Gauteng Provincial Government. It is our first intervention, or rather initiative. We will start talking, and we're already talking to other provincial governments, Mpumalanga, Western Cape, KZN. So we're really keen on taking this to the provinces of the country so that we can build the model out nationally.
And how important is it for Takealot to just foster these kind of relationships with the government?
It's important, especially because e-commerce is very nascent still. We're 5% of the total retail market. And I think governmental relationships are vital for the industry of e-commerce to thrive. Why? Because regulatory frameworks and policies doesn't always contemplate e-commerce as clearly as they should. And partnerships like this help government and policymakers understand how can they help e-commerce thrive even more, and how can we work together as opposed to working in frameworks and policies that doesn't necessarily account for e-commerce in its true nature.
That was Takealot CEO Fred Zietsman. Darling also caught up with the MEC of Economic Development for Gauteng, who expanded on the importance of investing in the province's township economy. Here's what she had to say.
So the importance of the township economy, especially in Gauteng, is the fact that our townships in Gauteng still house the majority of the residents of the province. And there's a lot of economic activity, albeit informal, and we want to find ways of supporting and also formalizing so that it contributes meaningfully to the contribution that we make as a province to the GDP. Currently, we're sitting at a contribution of 1/3 of the total GDP coming out of the province. We definitely can increase it if we give the adequate support, the adequate formalization to the economic activity and potential that our townships hold.
And what does that support look like? I mean, when you look at South Africa as a whole, businesses are struggling, big businesses. These companies have been reporting downbeat profits, and obviously that is filtering through to small businesses. What is the provincial government doing to support these businesses?
So we've looked at what are some of the challenges that the businesses have. One of them, of course, you alluded to, which affects both small and big businesses in and out of the townships. That is the crime, one, and two is the security of energy supply. So we are intervening directly as a province to be able to support municipalities to contribute to making sure that we have got security of energy supply in the province. Secondly is our both human resource and financial resource injection into the security and crime prevention strategies in the province. It includes the use of technology, it includes the increase of human resource, but also just funding to be able to ensure that we address the question of crime. Secondly is to the third aspect where we are supporting small businesses, especially in the province, in the townships, is using legal instruments. So we've passed the Township Economic Development Act, and then looking at partnerships that with the private sector that can unlock one of the biggest challenges that businesses in the township face, which is access to markets.
That actually does bring me to my next question, which is the partnership with Takealot. How does that work? What does it look like, and how is the government involved?
So there are 6 programs that Takealot has set aside to be able to support and enter into this partnership with us. They are across their range of products, so not only the Takealot itself, but also Superbalist, which is a platform for fashion or garments. Also delivery, the Mr. D delivery platform. They also have a program which is a shopper or a personal shopper program. So they will give support for those businesses and incentivize businesses to join their platform. Incentives such as no subscription fee for the first year, etc., marketing support, but also business support. Where we come in is also to be able to locate those businesses in the township. So we have a lot of manufacturers. We know who is manufacturing what in the township, to what scale, what quality. We do assist those companies to be able to quality assure their products. We have partnerships with, for instance, CSIR, South African National Bureau of Standards. We work very closely with those. But like I said, the biggest gap for these businesses is access to market, and a platform that is incentivized and supported by Takealot itself, who own their own platform, will answer the big question about how do you take your product to consumers, not in the traditional sense through physical shops and malls that we know are available, but an e-commerce platform which has a far wider reach than your traditional way of reaching consumers.
And just before I let you go, how important is it to position these small businesses as well as entrepreneurs to take advantage of that market, that growing e-commerce market?
It's very important. Look, as we move towards we're in the 4th industrial revolution, as we move into even the 5th industrial revolution, if we want to remain globally competitive, if we want to remain one of the biggest contributors to the total economy of the continent, we do need to be able to take advantage of current platforms that make your business not only competitive but also relevant. E-commerce, we consume products, a lot of products, even a lot of services through platforms. But for you to remain relevant, competitive, grow your business, and expand with exposure, you do. So we're encouraging those businesses through our various mechanisms that we have in the province or as a department as well, the various initiatives that we have, supporting manufacturing, supporting SMMEs, supporting the 10 sectors that we've identified as high growth in the province, we're encouraging everybody to be able to take advantage of this opportunity.
That was the MEC for Economic Development for Gauteng, Tasneem Motara.